It's time for a little PCOS story time. Like so many of you, my PCOS diagnosis took years to get. You heard that correctly. In my 20s, I decided to go to my doctor because I started getting these new and, at the time, strange symptoms for relatively no clear reason at all. I noticed that I was rapidly gaining weight. I felt tired all the time. My hair was thinning. My periods were irregular. And to top it all off, I was getting a lot of acne. But every time that I went to my doctor, I was told repeatedly that I was fine and that my blood work had come back normal. But I knew deep down that something was very clearly wrong. It was only after I was able to find a doctor who was actually willing to listen to my concerns and truly saw me as a human being that I was finally able to get an ultrasound and finally get the diagnosis, validation, and the support that I needed. And as it turns out, I'm not alone. In the US, 5 to 6 million people have PCOS. But despite this number, it can still take upwards of a decade to get a diagnosis. As frustrating as that is, and while our stories may be framed a little bit differently, aspects sound eerily familiar, right? So many of us are dismissed or just told that it's just a bad period, and we know that it's so much more than that. PCOS causes hormonal imbalances and metabolism issues that lead to fatigue and pain. This can make it difficult to do everyday activities like working or going to school, exercise, social interactions, or even having sex. Research also shows that people with PCOS also tend to have higher rates of anxiety and depression and an overall lower quality of life. Today, it's time that we share our experiences so that we can fight to get the care we need. So here's what we can do. Share your story. Start conversations with the people that you love and care about, and even with the people that you engage with on social media. You can even start now by leaving a comment below to this video. Make sure to reach out to your primary care provider, your nurse, or your doctor if something doesn't feel right. Describe your symptoms and make sure that you're clear and direct about how you're feeling. If you don't feel good about the care that you receive, always know that you can get a second opinion. For conditions like PCOS, a gynecologist or reproductive endocrinologist may be the most helpful, as they often specialize in or have experience treating patients with PCOS. You can also see a nurse or doctor at your nearest Planned Parenthood health center. Speak out in your community and online to demand more funding for research. PCOS currently doesn't have a cure. Tell your state and federal reps that all people deserve to get care easily, and that it's their job to improve the well-being of the people that they represent. So let's continue to spread awareness about PCOS together. Planned Parenthood Health Centers believe in providing safe and compassionate care no matter what. We're here if you need us. Schedule a visit and call 1-800-230-PLAN.